Hey guys, thanks so much for stopping in. I sure appreciate it. I have a few products here in front of me that were picked up, some of it in March, and then some of it was in like May and June, and I've used them quite enough that I feel confident in giving you guys like my final thoughts. So these are kind of some speed reviews on some products that I've been using that I have finished up. So let's jump in. Okay, these are not in any particular order whatsoever. I'm just gonna kind of grab and go. Let's start with some of my skincare though. So we talked about this brand. I did receive these next three products that I'm going to talk about in PR from the brand Boon Editor. They are on Amazon, and the first one that I finished up here is the Meoru Podo Vita C Dark Spot Ampoule. So here's what this looks like, and I will of course give you guys some nice close-up shots as well. But as you can see, this bad boy is completely empty. She is all gone. I really enjoyed this vitamin C / dark spot corrector. It is a very light vitamin C. I believe it's a 6 or 7%. So it is light, and I felt like it wasn't as drying as some of other stronger vitamin C serums that I use. So this was really refreshing. I will say though, as far as dark spot correction, if you're looking to correct, you can kind of see my dark spots peeking out through here, through my foundation. But if you're looking for these aging spots or these sun spots, it does not really affect those. I don't know if it's because these are a different kind of dark spot or if it's because they've been so prominent for so long, but I will be honest, I did not see any improvement whatsoever in those dark spots. I will pop up some other pictures as well that I took during the process. It literally did not touch those types of dark spots. However, I am somewhat acne prone. You know, if I look at something wrong, my skin goes, and then creates a blemish. So I will say though that the way my skin has been in the last few years, when I do get a blemish, if I pick at it, if I rub it, if it pops too soon, whatever, it will create a dark spot. But I have one kind of peeking through right here, and I usually have a ton around my chin. I've got one right here, one right here. It becomes just a dark spot on my skin from where the pimple or the blemish was. This, however, really does a good job of lightening that up quick. And I don't know if it's just this or if it's a combination of what I'm about to show you, or the fact that it's a fresher dark spot. I'm not sure, but I will say that this helped significantly reduce those pigmentation spots. They usually do fade for me over time, but they faded much quicker than they normally do in this current skincare routine. So that leads me into this next product. This is the Meoru Podo Vita C Dark Spot Cream. So these kind of go hand in hand. This is also either a 6 or 7% vitamin C concoction, and as you can see, I have almost used it completely up. You can see the bottom there. It is almost gone. I really liked using these combined. My favorite thing about this cream though, if you are a dry or very dry skin girly and you like a heavier cream but don't like to wait for it to absorb, this is it. This is a very thick, very moisturizing cream, does not feel heavy, and it absorbs very quickly. I usually, with heavier creams, have to wait 20-30 minutes before I can do a sunscreen. I don't have to wait that long. I have to wait maybe 4 to 5 minutes before I can do my sunscreen, but it makes my skin feel hydrated all day long. I don't feel like I have a whole lot of extra skincare products to extend the hydration when I use this. So this is 100% going to be a repurchase from me. The only reason I haven't done that already, since I'm almost done with this, is the fact that I have 4 other moisturizers open, but this is already in my cart to be reordered on Amazon. One more from Boon Editor is the Green Tomato Pore Peeling Jumbo Pads. These guys right here, this has already been reordered. This is my second container. I love these. These are my exfoliating pads. Because I do have dry skin, even though I take really good care of my skin, I do feel like I have to exfoliate it's about 2 times a week, and I was using the Ordinary's glycolic 7%, and that is fine, but I do get that dry, tight feeling after I do that. I don't with these, which is why these have already been reordered. So I use this twice a week with just this and a moisturizer, a nighttime moisturizer. I freaking love these things. These will be a forever repurchase as long as they're ever in stock. This next one here is It's still fairly new, but I've used every shade at least twice in this. It's the Natasha Denona Gold palette. I'm not going to talk too much about it. It's been talked about a lot. It's still fairly new. It's still being buzzed about, but I love this palette. I find myself wanting to use it all the time. It's typical Natasha Denona formula. I know for a lot of people it's a really boring palette, but I really do love this palette. It's definitely a contender for top palettes of the year, which I'm very happy to have in my collection. I'm very excited to have it in my collection, and I just really, really love it. The other product that I bought, and I apologize, the tube is filthy. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but I bought the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer. This guy right here, I decided to give this a chance because my makeup, as my skin has been evolving and getting healthier and changing, I've noticed a lot more dryness just in this area. This seems to be the only area of my face that just won't cooperate, get on the healthy skin board here. But the rest of my skin is really performing well with my skincare routine. It feels good. It's just this little section right here around my mouth does not want to play nice. So I invested in this primer. This is a hydrating primer, but it does have a slight tack to it as well. The e.l.f. Power Grip Primer never worked for me. I feel like it was too drying, but this one actually does a really great job, and I can definitely see a difference when I use it versus when I don't use it with every single one of my foundations. So I'm very happy I got this. This is, and it a very little goes a very long way, so this is gonna last me ages. And it was pretty affordable. I think it was around like $6 to $8 at Walmart. So yeah, this has been a good purchase. The rest of the products here are lip products. I do have other palettes I could potentially review, but I don't feel like I'm quite ready for those yet. So I just have a lot of lip products here in front of me. So let's go in with the lip liners that I've added to my collection. These are the e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Liners. So I have 3 shades. This red one is Red Receipt. And then I have Baddest Beige and Truth or Bare. I really, really like these. I think they glide beautifully. They are smooth. They are pigmented. They are long lasting. I really, really like these, and I'm really happy to have these in my collection. I don't use lip liner too often if it's just lip glosses or lip oils, but occasionally I will use like a more pigmented gloss. And I do have like 2 lipsticks in my collection, which I'm not a big lipstick person, but I do like those particular formulas, or like the NYX Slick Clicks, the Tarte Maracuja clicky ones. Those I'll wear because they are such pigmented in color. I will wear a lip liner with those particular products. So realistically, these are the only 3 shades I need: a red one, a pinkier one, and a beige one. So these guys, this is really all I need, and they're great. And they're $2. That's like unheard of these days. Sticking with e.l.f. here, and it is what I have on my lips today. It's the e.l.f. SunBossGloss. I've kind of already talked about this one. I really like it. It is definitely a thicker formula, if you will. It does take a double dip to cover my entire lips. I can usually get 1 dip for bottom, 1 lip for the top, or one dip for the bottom lip, 1 dip for the top lip. Come on, Mac. But yeah, so I really like it. It has some pretty good longevity, really good stay power, and I really like this shade. It's like a My Lips But Better kind of color for me personally. And I just love the fact that it has SPF and doesn't taste like SPF, so this is a really great product. I've been using this a lot. Basically, anytime I'm getting ready to run errands or go spend any length of time outside, this is the one that goes with me. I'm seriously considering picking up another one in a different shade and keeping that in my purse, but I really, really like this. Next up here is the Wet n Wild Lip Oil, and I have the shade Orange Blossom. This is also a really, really great one. I love the scent of this. I had to look up on their Instagram to see what they described the scent as. They said a sweet vanilla mint. Yes, that's it. That's it. I love it. It is so good. It is so good. And every time I wear this, I'm like, ooh, I need more of these shades. I don't need more of these shades, but I do need more of these shades. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But it is fantastic. I really like it. Of course, it is sheer, but I do notice that because it does have a bit of color to it, this orange one, as it dries down, has a tendency to like lighten the color of my lips. So it kind of looks like a washed out pink, and I don't necessarily love that part. So I do really want to pick up maybe some more pigmented shades or some darker shades, so that way as they dry down and fade out, it looks a little more natural and not so like concealer lips on me, but I think what I love most is the consistency and the scent of this. Again, that sweet vanilla mint is just so good. And then I like how thin the formula is. It is not thick, it is not heavy, it is not goopy. It is a very thin, slippery oil, and I just really enjoy that because a lot of the lip oils that I do have are on the thicker side, and while I do like those formulas, this was a pleasant change. We're almost there, guys. 3 more, hang in tight. But I'm going to talk about 2 of them together. I picked up 2 of the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balms. I've kind of talked about these already before as well. I will say that I am starting to have a small reaction to this one. This is in Poppy. I didn't really read the scents and the ingredients and whatnot, and the scent per Summer Fridays is more of like a citrusy scent. Well, I have a citrus allergy. And I've noticed that on and off here in the last couple of weeks, I've noticed some like minor chemical burns on my lips. Haven't really been able to trace it down. I think it's actually this. I do have a pretty severe citrus allergy. It's mostly concentrated around oranges and strawberries. Strawberries give me the absolute worst reaction, but oranges and pineapple give me the second worst reaction. So I'm kind of testing that. If that's going to be the case, I'm going to be uber freaking sad because I do really like the formula. I like the scent. I like the way it feels. I'm not 100% convinced that this is the culprit, but we're working on that. But this is a great kind of a pinky orange tinted color for summer, a great scent for summer. So I'm happy to have this, but I'm really also very sad that it might be the one causing my problems. So hopefully that gets better. And then this one is an iced coffee. I'm a coffee junkie, iced, hot, blended, whatever, coffee freak over here. I love coffee. So this one's really nice. It does have more of a cool tone brown color to it. So it looks more of like a fall color on me. So I haven't used it near as much as I've been using this one, but I do feel like my opinion has been formulated on this, and this is something I will be using a lot during like the fall and early winter. But the formula, again, it's really great. It's hydrating. It feels really good. I get the hype behind these. I hate the price of these, but the more I look at some of these higher end balms and glosses, they're all between like $24 and $26. So I guess it is what it is, but they're nice. I just really hate that price. And last but not least, for these quick review updates here, the Dr. PawPaw Scrub and Nourish. I picked this up at TJMaxx. It is a lip scrub on top. Now, the scrub has a very fruity, as in like coconut pineapple scent, which is amazing. It is super amazing. It is summer in a bottle. And this scrub is very, very fine. So I have this, and this is what I do use occasionally, like these types of scrubs, but these are really abrasive on my lips. So I don't always love using those even when I need to use them. But I have discovered that this is very gentle on your lips, but still gets the job done. So I'm really loving that. And then the bottom here, I will say that this is, in my opinion, just your typical balm. I don't think there's anything overly special about it. It's not scented. It's not scented at all. It's not thick. It's not heavy. It's not goopy. It's an okay balm. I don't think there's anything fantastic about it. It doesn't have an exceptional staying power. It doesn't have an exceptional hydrating component. It's just okay. It's not bad. I don't regret the purchase because I would have paid the $4.99 for the scrub alone because the scrub is fantastic. But I will say that if I have a few hours before I need to put on makeup, but my lips are kind of a hot mess, I will do a scrub first for like 10 minutes, and then I'll put this bottom half of it on. And then by the time I come to do my makeup, it's worn off. My lips look and feel really great. So it gets the job done. But the balm is just okay. The scrub is what is the big winner for me. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I sure appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, I will link as much of this as I can down below, especially the Boon editor stuff. Again, these 3 things I did receive in PR, but all 3 of them, one of them has already been repurchased. The other 2 will be repurchases. They are on Amazon. They are a Korean brand, but again, you can get them on Amazon. I will link all that below. And I just want to say thank you guys again for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for showing me so much love lately. And I will catch you in my next one. Later much.